Hello and welcome to the series premiere of Caroline's Hallucinations. My name is Caroline Sereni and I'm here with famous comedian and film star Charlie Chaplin.
It's great to be here.
Don't you have a British accent?
No.
Okay, well, let's start at the beginning. You were born in the 1400s, am I correct?
No, I was actually born in 1889 in London, England.
Alright, and you're born to a black woman and an Asian man, right?
No, I was born to two Caucasian parents. Both were theater enthusiasts.
Your father's still alive, right?
No, he actually died when I was 12. He was pretty young.
Didn't he die of AIDS?
No, he died of cirrhosis.
Okay, and your mother went to an insane asylum several times, right?
Actually, yeah. At one point she was gone for 7 years. Oftentimes I had to take care of myself and my brother without the aid of my parents.
Your childhood is really depressing, so let's move on to something else.
Okay. Well, I got my first break at 14 when I acted in a rendition of Sherlock Holmes. And I moved to the U.S. after traveling around with my brother in a comedy group for a while. And I joined Keystone Films, where I made some successes like Making a Living, Kid Auto Races, and Mabel's Predicament.
Well, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, and then my tramp character became really well known, and that's when my career got interesting.
Cool, then what?
Well, in 1914, I directed my first film, 20 Minutes of Love, and then in 1915, I switched from Keystone production to S&A production, and I made a lot more money and produced some of my most famous works.
Like what?
The Tramp and A Night in the Show were two of my most famous ones.
Why are your movies so good?
Well, I was really the first cinema comedian, and that was pretty unusual for my time. So, as I always say, to truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it.
Since people liked your movies so good, did you ever become independent?
Independent?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. In 1917, I got my own production company, and that's when my career really took off.
Took off? Like a rocket ship?
I guess you could say that. In 1921, I got to make my first full-length movie, The Kid. Actually, what's really interesting is that...
Moving on.
So, I was producing The Kid, and I'm known as somewhat of a perfectionist, so it actually took me over a year to produce. And... Anyway, I went on to make a bunch of other really good films, and by the time I died, I had made 87 movies.
I'm bored. Why do people even care about you?
I kind of revolutionized cinema. I mean, the comedy genre of today wouldn't be the same if I hadn't helped develop it in the 1920s and 30s.
Talk about something else.
Okay, what do you want to talk about? Politics?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about politics?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my political views were kind of unusual for the time, and in the 1950s I was accused of being a communist and was forced to leave the United States.
One time I left the United States.
It's really good. Good for you.
Thanks. Let's talk about girls. I hear you're quite the ladies' man.
I guess you could say that. I was pretty irresponsible back then, and I'm fairly regretful of all the stuff I did. In fact, when I was in my 30s, I actually dated a girl who was much younger than me, and we had a child together, and I felt really bad because she was only 16 and pregnant.
From MTV, 16 and Pregnant, premiering June 11th at 10 on MTV.
Oh my god, that is my favorite show.
Yeah? Anyway, by the time my life was over, I'd had 4 wives and 11 known children, though I did some pretty nasty underground stuff that I'd rather not talk about.
Are you dead?
Actually, yeah, you're hallucinating this whole interview. I died in my sleep on December 25th of 1977, which I think was for the best. I mean, I had been pretty depressed as most of my theater friends had already passed.
Passed what? A kidney stone?
No, they passed away. They died.
Oh, that sounds sad.
Yeah.
Why are you crying? Alright, well, looks like that's all the time we have for today.